Yes. So is the screen visible? Now is it visible? Okay. So basically up to linear searching we have seen in yesterday's class. So now we will again see it. Okay. So basically, what is searching? Searching is the finding location of the data. Okay, what do we have to find? We have to find the location of the data in the data structures. So there are total two types of searchings. Okay, there are total two type of searching in data structures. So which are these two types? Linear searching and binary searching. So what is this searching? Linear searching. Okay, basically. So in linear searching, what we do, we have to search from left to right. Okay, we will search from left to right up to the data end. Okay, until the data ends, we will search for the element from left to right. Okay, just see here now. Here there is an example like searching for 3. What are we searching for? We are searching for the 3. So now where is the 3 here? Here, right? But we'll start from this left corner. So now let's begin. Select the element. First, what you will do, you will select the element. Search. So you have to do the search now. So you'll select this 5. Now, will this 5 equal to 3? No. So go to next. What is next? 4. So will 4 equal to 3? No. Go to next. Now if 3 is 3 equal to 3, so yes, found it. Okay. Then in this way we can find the elements whatever you want. So this is the basic linear search. Okay, understood? Everybody now at least tell me understood or not. Okay, good. If it's clear, then it's good. So now let's see what is the binary search. Okay, so let's look into binary search. So see, in binary search, what we do this in computer science, binary search can also be known as the half interval search. What it will be known as? It will be known as half interval search. So logarithmic search or binary chop is a search algorithm. What it is one of the search algorithm is this, and that finds the position of the target value. What we have to find, some target value will be given in your problem itself. There will be one problem. In that problem statement, the target value will be given. So you have to find out the nearest value of the targeted value. Okay, so what you will do, you need to find out that position of the targeted value within a sorted array. First you have to sort the array, and then you have to find out the nearest you have to find out the targeted value. Okay, so binary search compares the target value to the middle element of the array. So suppose there must be some middle element of the array. So what we will do, we will take one middle element, and then what to do, we will search for the targeted value. Okay, binary search will compare that targeted value to the middle element. Now this 7 is the targeted value and this is the middle element. Okay, this we have considered 8 as the middle element. Now this 8 is nearest to 7. Okay, this is at third position, this is at fourth index. So now it will be the nearest number. So you can find out the position of 7 by means of this middle number. Okay, so this 8 middle number will be greater than 7 target. Okay, so we discard the right half and go left. What we do, we will discard this right half. Now we actually don't need the numbers of this right half, so we'll discard these numbers and we'll move to the left hand and left what we call left half, and then we'll try to find out the number. Okay, now this is our 7 is a targeted number. Okay, and this array is of 10, size 10. Okay, now we need to, this one is the low. Okay, the first will be known as low, and the last will be known as the high. And now we need to find out the middle number. Okay, so now this is, if here you take, if 10 you take as a middle number, so it is little far away from this 7. Okay, and here only 4 elements will left, and here 5 in the right hand side. But we have to do the target for 7. So we will take the middle number as 8. Okay, we will take the middle number as 8. So if we take the middle number as 8, you can see on the third index only 7 is available. So easily you can find out the location for this 7 with the help of binary searching the data structures. So understood how we can do this? Did you understood, everyone? Only Monica is clear. Rest of the people, answer quickly. Okay, Archana wants me to repeat it once again. So fine, Archana, we can repeat it once again, no issue. See, I'll tell you by simple method now. What is this binary search? So, binary search will be like, it is the fastest search algorithm. What it is, it will be the fastest search algorithm with the runtime complexity. So, for binary search, we have the table, right? In table, we can see the runtime complexity, whatever will be, it is O log n. So, the search algorithm works on the principle of divide and conquer. Okay, on which principle does this works? It works on the principle divide and conquer. So for this algorithm to work properly, the data collection should be in sorted form. So you have to see whether the data is collected in the sorted form or not. Okay, so this binary search looks for a particular item by comparing the middlemost element. Okay, we have to compare the middle element with the targeted value. What we have to do, we have to compare the middlemost element of the collection. If a match occurs, then the index of the item is returned. Then the index of that element, if the match is found, then the index of this element will be returned. Okay, and then the index, if the middle item is greater than the item. Okay, if the middle item is greater than the target item, that is element, then the item is searched in the sub array. Okay, where it is searched, then the element will be getting searched in the sub array to the left of the middle item, to the left side of the middle item. Where we will search, we will start searching from the left of the middle item. Now what is this middle item? This is 8. Now this is right side of the middle item, and this is left side of the middle item. So start searching from the left side of the middle item. Okay, then the item is searched in the sub array to the left of the middle item. Otherwise, the item is searched for in the sub array to the right of the middle item. If it is greater, now you can see. Now this 8 is greater than the 7. Okay, so what you will do, you will just search it from the left hand side. Okay, just start searching the element from the left hand side. Otherwise, you will search the item for the middle subway from the right of the middle item. Okay, this process continues on the subarray as well until the size of subarray reduces to 0. Now, this process will definitely continue up to until the time you won't get the targeted item. Okay, so in this way, what you have to do, you have to just see the targeted item. You have to choose the middle element. After choosing the middle element, then you need to see the left side of the element. As here it is been 8 will be greater than 7. So now this 8 value, if it is greater than 7, so what we will do, we will discard this right side. Okay, we will discard the right side as 8 is greater than 7, and we will go to the left side. Okay, we'll directly see the left side, and then we'll get the element, and then the index of that element will be returned. So now is it cleared, Archana? Okay, so in this way, this was all about the searching. Okay, so hope it is clear to each one of you, both the methods, linear searching and binary searching. So now the searching is done. Now we will go to merge. Okay, what is the merging in data structures? So now what is the merging in data structures? Any idea? Merging means what? Any English meaning you can tell me about merging, guys? What is the English meaning of merging? Anybody of you can just write down in the chat box. Okay, combining two things to a single one, combining to combine, and combining of two objects. Okay, various answers I have got, and the answers are right. Intermixing. Okay, so this merging means what? This merging means combining. Okay, now if we have the two files, now I want to combine both the files. Okay, so how I can combine those two files? I will need some operations. Okay, I will need some function or operation to perform on that file. Then only I can combine the file, right? So this merging operation can be used to combine the files. Okay, in the data structures. So how to combine them? There is some certain method or rule to combine them. Okay. So basically what is merging then now? What is the technical definition for it? That combining the data of two different sorted files. Okay. The combining the data of two different sorted files into a single sorted file will be known as merging. Okay, what it will be known as? It will be known as merging, combining the data of two different sorted files into a single sorted file. This will be known as merging. Cleared? Definition for merging? Yes. So now see here in this example, what it is like this is minus 1. These are the two elements, and these are the three elements 1, 1, 1. Okay. So what now I have to do? I have to combine all these elements. Okay. Therefore, here one function has been used, merge. Okay. Just we have merged. these are the subtractions. You can see -1, -1. So subtractions dot merge. In this subtractions, I have to merge this additions. Okay. In this subtractions, I have to merge additions. So I have written subtractions dot merge additions. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to combine this 111 into this subtractions. So I'll just take this and I'll put these elements here. So in this way, you can combine these file, okay, of subtractions and additions. So see, this was separate first, subtraction and addition, but now it becomes single. Okay, so here what exactly we are doing? Only keep in mind, merging means we are merging the both of the files. Okay, we are combining both the files. So here also we have combined all both elements of the both data. Okay, cleared with this example one? So it's not difficult actually. It's very simple. If you pay attention and if you are very sure about the terms, then you will be very clearly understanding it. Okay, so this merge sort algorithm will be the most respected algorithm. Okay, basically, and this merge sort will, what it will do? First, it will divide the array into equal halves. What we do in this merge sort, basically, we will just in merging operation, firstly we will divide it into two equal halves. Okay, if we divide it into two equal halves, now you can see this got divided into two equal halves, and then we need to combine them both. Okay, first it is divided into two halves. Now these are the two different files. Now I have to combine these files. So how will I combine? This is the name, city and country. Okay, so these are some of the names, cities and countries, and these are also the names, cities and countries. So only thing to combine them is to add both of the files. Okay, and if we add both the files, you will get the combined file. One single file you can get. So this is what? This is the merging of the file. So how you will merge this? You will just, suppose you have to merge this, so just use the merge function or merge operation to use it. Okay, to combine this file. Is it understood to you now? What is the merging operation? Okay, okay, fine. So let's see the next operation now, if it is understood. Okay, that is traversing in the data structures. So now we need to see what is this traversing. Okay, we need to see what is the traversing in the data structure. So this is also one of the important operation which we perform. Okay, so basically, what is this traversal now? So this traversal will be a process to visit all the nodes of tree. Okay, now what is this? These are the trees formed. You can see these are the trees formed. So these are the nodes of the tree. Okay, what are these? These are the nodes of the trees. Fine. So this traversal is a process to visit all the nodes of the tree and may print their values too. Because all the nodes are collected via edges, links. How they are connected? See, they are connected via edges or the links. Okay. So we always start from the root head. We will always start from the root head node. That is, we cannot randomly access a node in a tree. We cannot, now we will start from this one only. Okay, we cannot randomly access from 4 or from 3. We cannot start this randomly in the traversing. Okay, so that is what we cannot randomly access a node in the tree. There are three ways which we use to traverse a tree. Okay, how we can traverse a tree? Basically, traversal means what? Traverser means it is a process to visit the all the nodes of the tree. Okay, and we have to print their values also. So if I have to visit all the nodes of this tree, so how I will visit? I cannot directly go to 4, I cannot directly go to 6. I have to travel and go. How we will travel? We will travel from one node to another node, this node to this node, this node to this node, this node to this node, this node to this. Like this only we can travel. Okay, so we will always start from the head. Okay, we will always start from the head, and all these nodes are connected with the links only. Okay, so this I hope you understood the definition for traversal. So this traversal will be the process to visit the all the nodes of the tree and may print their values too. Okay, so accessing each data exactly one in the data structure, so that each data item is traversing or visited. Okay, that means each of the data items should be visited at least once. Visited means what? We have to, visited means what? Visited means we have to travel through all the datas. Okay, so this will be known as the visited. We are visiting each data at least once. Okay, so accessing each data exactly one in the data structure, so that each data item is traversing or visited. Okay, so this will be the traversing definition. Now there are total three ways which we can use to traverse a tree. Now if this is a tree, now I have to traverse a tree. So there are total three methods of traversing the tree. So now the first one is in order traversal, then next one is pre-order traversal, and the last one is post-order traversal. Okay, so generally we traverse a tree to search or locate a given item or key in the tree, or to print all the values it contains. Why do we traverse a tree? We traverse a tree to search or locate. Okay, if I want to search any element, so now I will traverse it. I will travel through all the tree. Then only I will come to know na which is the element, where I'll get the location of the element, and which is the key item of the element. Okay, so all these things I should know, then only I can print it. Okay, so therefore what do? We traverse a tree to search or locate a given item or key in the tree, or to print all the values it will contain. So understood? Did you understood the basic definition of traversing, guys? I'm not asking about post order, pre order, in order. I'm just asking that basic definition of traversing is understood or not. Okay, good then. So, this is all about the types of traversing. Okay, now one by one we will see. So, now firstly, we are going to see what is this in order traversal. Okay, first thing which we are going to see, first type of the traversing which we are going to see is in order traversal. So, this is the example for this in order traversal. Okay, so now let's see what exactly happens in this in order traversal. So in this traversal method, the left subtree is visited first. Which subtree will you visit first? Left hand side subtree. So which is the left side of the subtree? Now see, there are two subtrees. This is one and this is the two. Okay, this 6, 7 will be right subtree, and this 2, 1, 4 will be the left subtree. Okay, so there are total two subtrees, right and left. So in this traversal method, the left subtree is visited first. First we will visit the left subtree, and then the root, then we will visit the root. Okay, and which is the root here? The root here is 5. Okay, which is the root? Are you awake or slept? Which is the root here? Your root is 5. Okay? Is it boring topic, guys? Is it boring? Are you feeling the topic boring? It's mathematical. It's quite interesting. It's not boring. No, it's not complete theoretical also. Good. If it's interesting, then it's good. Okay. So see, now this will be the root. Okay, what it will be, this 5 will be the root. Now we need to see the nodes. This is the left side, and in order what we do, we first visit the left side and then we will visit to right side. Okay, so then the root, and later the right subtree. Then after root we will go to the right subtree. Okay, we should always remember that every node may represent a subtree itself. Always remember one thing, each and every node will represent the subtree. Okay, now this you can see this 2 is representing the subtree, that is 1 and 4. Now again this 4 started representing, that is 3. So it should represent some or the other subtree. Okay, if the binary tree is traversed in order, okay, the output will produce sorted key values in an ascending order. If it is in order now, so output produced will be in ascending order. What output you will get if the elements have been sorted, and if we are traversing, if the binary tree will be traversing in order. Okay, see, if it will be traversing in order, the output will produce sorted key values in an ascending order. What it will produce, it will produce the ascending order. Okay, now let's take an example, like this is 5. Okay, we will take a b c d, so it will become easily. So this is a value, this is b value. Okay, see, a b c, this is a value, this is b value, this is d value, this is e value. Okay, and this is c. For this C also we will take one more, like F and G. Okay, so now just remember, if I start this from A value, from where I will start, I will start from the root, that is A value, and following in order traversal, which side we will do, we will do this side. So this is 2 value, this is B value. Okay, so now we will move to the left subtree, that is B value, that means this 2 value here. Okay, so B is also traversed in order. Okay, this B also will be traversed in order. So process goes on until all the nodes are visited. So until all the nodes will be visited of this left side, the process will go on. Okay, the output of in order traversal of the tree will be, now what will be the output for this? Okay, see, now suppose I have taken a b c d here. I have told you this will be the a value, this will be the b value, then this 6 will be c, this will be d, and this will be e. Okay, for more understanding, use a b c d for first time. So now this will be e. Okay, forget about this 3, and here I have taken one more node, so that node is c. This is c, this is f and g. Okay, so now how it will traverse? First it will go to output, we will get as in, see here, this is d value now, so we will get d, then we will go to b. Okay, this is b value, so this 1 will go to 2. Okay, that is b value. This is d will go to b value, then b will go to e value. Okay, this 2 will come to 4. Okay, like this, here it will be e value. So this b will go to e value. Okay, this 2 will come to 4 value, like this. And then after this, it will go to a value. Now what is the a value? A value is 5. Okay, what is the a value? A value is 5. So now this will go to 5. Now after 5, it will come to right subtree. Now after 5, it will go to 6. After 6, it will go to 7. If there is one more element here, then it will go to first this element, then it will go to 7. Like this, it will go to each and every element. Clear? Everyone is cleared about it? in order subtree. Okay, fine, Monica. I'll explain you once again. See now, this is 5 is the root. Okay, this 5 is the root. So we will start from the root. Now this 5. Once we visit 5, now it will go to 2. Because first we have to see the left side. So if it goes to 2, then after it visits the 2, it will go to D. Okay, that is 1. So here it will go to 1. After 1, it will go to 4. Okay, like this it will visit each and every node of this left subtree. Once each and every node of the subtree is visited, then it will go to again root. Okay, that is A. And after A, it will again go to the right subtree. Now in this right subtree, after node 5, it will go to 6, then it will go to 7. Okay, so what will be the algorithm for this in order? See, I'll tell you what will be the algorithm so you'll understand it more easily. So algorithm will be until all nodes are traversed. So for algorithm, write the step number 1. What will be the step number 1? Recursively traverse left subtree. What you have to traverse? You have to traverse this left hand side of the subtree first. So this is the step number 1. Now what is the step number 2? You have to visit the root. After this, after once you are done with all the nodes of the left subtree, visit to the root. Okay, visit to the root node. Once you visit the root node, now what you have to do, you have to start traversing the right side, right subtree. Okay, in this way you will traverse the right subtree. Cleared? Now is it cleared, Monica? Okay, it's very simple, guys. It's not difficult. Okay, so this is the method of in order. Okay, in order traversal. Now we will see what is pre-order traversal. Second method is pre-order traversal. So we will see what exactly happens in this pre-order traversal. So this pre-order traversal method, in this method, the root node is visited first. Here first we have started with the root node, but first we have visited this 2. Okay, first we have visited 2 in this in order method. But now here in pre-order method, what are we going to do? We are starting with the root node itself. Okay, so in this traversal method, the root node is visited first, then the left subtree, then this left subtree, and then right subtree. How will you visit? You will first visit to root. Once you are done with the root, then you will move to the left subtree and finally the right subtree. Okay, so just take an example, like this is a value, very simple we will take. Okay, what we'll do, okay, wait, I'll share the screen, give me 1 minute and I'll show you so that it will be easy to understand. I'll draw something here. See now, this will be your this will be your a value. Okay, then here it will be divided like this will be your b value. What it will be? It will be b value. 1 minute. This will be the b value. Okay, now if this is the b value, now this will be the c value. Okay, now this b is again divided into two types and this c will be again divided into two nodes. Okay, that is, this is a, b, c, this will be d, and this will be e, and this will be f and g. Okay, what it will be? This will be F and this will be G. Okay, clear everyone? So now we are doing it for pre-order. So in pre-order, what I have told you, this will be the root. This A will be the root. Okay, what will be this A? This A will be the root. Now, first we will visit the route in this pre-order traversal. Where do we want to visit? We want to first visit this A. So we will start from this A. From where are we going to start? We are going to start from this A value. Okay. So we start from the A and following pre-order traversal, we first visit A itself. Okay, we will first visit the A itself. Once we visit the A itself, then move to its left subtree. So which is the left subtree? Left subtree is B here. Okay, which is left subtree? It is B. Left is the B subtree. So now we will visit the B. Now B is also traversed pre-order. Okay, B will also traverse the pre-order. The process goes on until all the nodes are visited. So the output of the pre-order, how it will go on now? What output we will get? First we will visit the A. Once we visit A, we will go to B. Okay, once we visit this A, we will go to this B. Now after B, where it will go? It will go to this D. Okay, after D, it will move to E. Fine. After D, it will move to E. Now this, here the left subtree is done. Once the traversing of left subtree is done, after E, it will shift to C. Okay, where it will shift? It will shift to C. It will traverse the C elements. So this C, then it will go to F and then it will move to G. Okay, so this will be the output of this tree diagram of pre-order traversal. Okay, in pre-order, what you will do? You will firstly visit this A. Then you will visit the left subtree. Then you will visit the right subtree. This is the root, then left subtree, then right subtree. This is the order to traverse the tree. Simple it is. So what is the algorithm steps for this pre-order traversal? The algorithm steps will be, first you have to visit this root. Okay, visit the root first. This is step number 1. Then what is step number 2? Recursively traverse left subtree. Okay, then traverse the left subtree. Then what is step number 3? Recursively traverse the right subtree. Okay, so we will traverse the right subtree after this. So now are you clear? This was the basic example. Now I have taught you. I have taught you with the basic example. Now did you understood? Understood or not, people? Tell me. Or if you'll not tell me, how will I come to know whether you have understood it or not? Only Monica and Archana. Rest people are sleeping or what? Okay, fine. So I hope everybody understood this. Today we have seen the traversing and merging method, and here also we have seen in-order traversal and pre-order traversal. Now tomorrow we will see the post-order traversal. Okay, so everybody, Koti is there. Koti, you can take the attendance. Everybody give the attendance. Total number of participants are 53. Koti, how many? 47 only. Okay. So we need 2, 4 more. Fine. Koti, add A9. Add A9 and 79. A9, 79, B9, 480, 486, 478, 466, A1, 498, 491, 496, 91 and 96 present. A5 also present. Added Koti. 486, C8, C4, 52. Okay, fine. 52 was the strength. Fine. So, Koti, do send me the attendance, and rest of the people regularly give the assessments. Okay, continuous assessments you should give. If you are facing some issues regarding the hacker rank, please follow the same process which you have done earlier. Okay, the process which you have done earlier, you need to follow the same process again, because you have to update your profile now. So it will not show you the coding contest in HackerRank if you will not update the HackerRank profile. So what you have to do, you have to update your HackerRank profile again. Okay. So just do that, update the HackerRank profile. Whatever process you have done earlier, follow the same process again. So you will be able to give it. Okay. Yes or no? And are you giving the regular feedbacks? No one is answering. Feedback should also be given regularly. Where are you people? Koti, Monica, Archana, Sunil, Ajay Kumar. I'm saying something. So do share everything, and whatever difficulties you are facing, share those difficulties in the groups. We will try to sort out the difficulties. Okay, if you share, then only we can sort out the difficulties. So post your difficulties in the group regarding the assessment platform. We will try to sort out all the difficulties. Okay. So today also there will be assessment which will be starting at 5. So be ready to give the assessment. I want everyone, each one, to be very active participation in the group, and responsibility will be taken for girls by Archana and for boys by Koti. So everyone should be active from 5 to 7 p.m. because I'll be available at 5 to 7 p.m. there. Okay? Done, then we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Okay, we'll share you the link and we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. So bye everyone. Take care of yourself and your families too.